Here's something that'll make you think. What if the next revolution in social activism isn't happening in the streets, but on skateboards? I recently discovered this project that's turning skateboard decks into powerful statements about faith, environmentalism, and social justice.
That's such an unexpected combination. What exactly drew you to investigate this intersection of skateboarding and activism?
Well, it's this fascinating project called Pope of Love that's completely reimagining how we approach social change. They're creating these incredible multimedia collage skateboards. And get this, for every deck they sell under their carbonated racing line, they plant a tree. But what really grabbed me is how they're using consumer products to challenge traditional religious institutions.
Hmm. So they're essentially turning skateboards into mobile art galleries with an environmental mission. How are people in the skating community responding to this mix of commerce and consciousness?
That's what's really interesting. The skating community has always been about questioning authority and reclaiming spaces. So when you combine that rebellious energy with actual environmental action and social commentary, it just works. These aren't just empty gestures either. They're backing it up with real initiatives.
Tell me more about how they're making these complex messages accessible through skateboard design. It seems like quite a challenge to balance artistic expression with functionality.
Right? Well, they're using this sophisticated multimedia collage approach that layers meaning into each design. Like you might see traditional religious imagery juxtaposed with urban elements and environmental symbols. But here's what's really clever. They've added this educational component they call carbonating your thoughts.
Oh, that's intriguing. What exactly does that mean?
So each product page is like a mini lesson, featuring quotes and facts related to the artwork's themes. They're essentially creating these stealth learning moments while people shop, and their blog section goes even deeper with original comics and detailed breakdowns of their artistic process.
That's really making me think about how other movements could adapt this model. What do you see as the most innovative aspect of their approach?
Well, I'd say it's their ability to create multiple entry points for engagement. They're not just selling products, they're building this ecosystem where commerce, education, and activism all reinforce each other. And what's particularly effective is how they're using skateboarding's inherent mobility to spread their message.
Speaking of spreading messages, how do they measure the impact of their work? It seems like it would be challenging to quantify cultural change.
They're actually tracking it on multiple levels. There's the tangible stuff, like the number of trees planted and resources invested in communities. But they're also monitoring engagement through their blog, social media interactions, and the conversations their work sparks. It's this combination of concrete action and cultural influence that makes their approach so effective.
That's exactly what modern activism needs. Measurable impact combined with cultural resonance.
Absolutely right. And here's what I think makes this model so powerful for the future. It's scalable and adaptable. Whether you're talking about environmental issues, social justice, or economic inequality, this approach of combining art, commerce, and education could work across different contexts.
Well, this conversation has definitely carbonated my thoughts about the potential for everyday objects to become vehicles for change.
That's the beauty of it. Sometimes the most effective activism doesn't look like activism at all. It just looks like people riding skateboards. But those wheels are carrying messages that could change the world.